Okay, welcome everybody, and welcome to my next commentary of a match. I could say probably pro match because there's a one team I definitely know. And so let's go through the teams. On the Sentinel side, there will be Team Orange, which is definitely a known team, I think. I even know they anticipated in some tournament in Dota 2. I definitely remember them. They definitely played greatly, I think. So right now they are, I guess, focusing on the Dota 1. So we'll see. I think this is definitely a known team, and definitely will be interesting to watch them. You know, people are asking for more known teams, so I think Team Orange is the one. I think they are from Malaysia. I think so. And the second team is also from Malaysia. It's a team Leap. Not really sure. Again, I'm not really following up the Dota 1, pro scene, but definitely, Orange against Leap, two Malaysia teams. Should be okay, great pings because same country, so definitely should be interesting match, hopefully. Right now, let's go through bans very quickly again. Metagame, not really my strongest thing. I'm not gonna, do any research. I just want to see great match. And right now, I think I didn't pick this replay for heroes, but just because the orange team is actually a known team, so that's why. Maybe even for the hero. I'm not really. I can't really remember why I picked this replay. I downloaded like 5 of them, and well, maybe I did for the heroes because there's a Darkseer. But let's go through the bans first. So there's a Prophet, there's an SI, which the Chaos Knight, and he's definitely support. He can be even carry, but definitely he's the role of initiator. And his biggest role is definitely the random stun. If it's 4 seconds or 3 or 4 seconds, you are gonna be dead. That's it, there's no way around it. 4 second stun is just ridiculous. And it will be there eventually, so definitely that's why Nessa is picked so much. You build him on HPs, maybe Django, and that's enough for him in the beginning or mid game, and you are just, hoping for those 4 seconds. That's what Nessa is about, and there's a great variety, and it's so easy to actually play him and build him. That's the important thing, because you don't have to worry about any items. You buy Bracer, maybe Vanguard, Django, and that's it. And you just hope for a great stun. Definitely with the Ancient, he can be great combo because he can pull back to that, that's the symbol on the ground, so the unit will get stunned eventually. And on the other hand, Lycan Batrider. By the way, Batrider is definitely interesting because in Dota 2, people are complaining, I think pros are complaining, that Batrider is different, meaning even a little weaker. I think teams, going from Dota 1 definitely tried him, but they definitely thought that he's different, maybe weaker a little bit. But in Dota 1, he definitely is the hero, that can hold the line with almost anybody. Of course, if you can counter him somehow with the magic stick. But then again, if you got 4-5 slows, magic stick will only heal you. It's not gonna, release that slow, so he can still kill you very easily. As you can see, Rubik is a third ban, so Rubik is definitely getting to that position like he's gonna be banned or he's gonna be picked, which I like because Rubik is definitely an interesting hero, and that might give some heroes that are not really that much in a game some some space, so somebody can pick something like a Lone Druid is actually banned, but we know what I mean. Invoker was there. There could be Invoker here, so they could pick Invoker if they wanted. But it looks like they have some different strategies, so we'll be definitely going through that when they will finish the pick. So there's a Tiny Invoker. Nothing actually I can really say about them. Tiny, we know the combo, we know that he needs the farm, he needs that dagger. He would be probably solo mid. A great hero. The only thing that Tiny is that if he doesn't have levels, and if he doesn't have the dagger soon, and he's running there with just the boots, it can be pretty bad for your team, because the combo is fine, but you need that jump, you need that initiation, and it can be done with your team somehow, but you really need a dagger. That's why the Tiny is actually played on the solo, so he can have level advantage and the money advantage. Invoker, of course, we know the Invoker. I would be actually curious if he would build him, or the team would build him, team picking him would build him on the Exort Quas or the Vex Quas. Because the Exort Quas was, or the Exort actually spells, and and then the Vex spells were nerfed, exhaust spares will buffed a little bit, so I think more people could be buying him, or building him, sorry, on the Exort Quals, just because there's a actually great push in that, in a sense that you get these Forge Spirits, and you know, from time to time there's a Sunstrike which can actually do pure damage, so definitely would be interesting to watch him, but not in this game. So this type of bands, actually Puck and Lone Druid. You know, most of the times Lone Druid would be definitely one of the first bands with Lycan. They're definitely like heroes that can kind of turn the game just by themselves, because there's a farm on Lycan in the jungle that is basically, if you let him, he will farm, and if you don't let him, he still can farm, because you know it's definitely harder to gank Lycan in the jungle than almost anybody else. For level 6 it's almost impossible because of the movement speed. Lone Druid, it's almost same. He can be played in the jungle also. I would like to see that, but right now he's not going to be played because he's banned. By the way, Puck, definitely great pick in Dota 1, and probably worst pick in Dota 2 right now at the moment. If you remember International with Dota 2, the Puck was picked every game. Puck, Clockwork, Puck, Clockwork. It was definitely the you know, the pool was limited, but still they played him. But over time he was pushed back and he's not picked. Nobody even thinks about picking Puck or Clockwork, so definitely nice to see them at least in Dota 1. Alright. You know, Windrunner, I'm not gonna even talk about it. We know the Shackle, we know the Power Shot, we know the Windrun. It's the same thing over and over again. In Dota 1, sometimes, which is surprising to me actually, you know, watching and playing Dota 2, she's not played as a solo, basically holding somebody. She's sometimes played as a ganger. In a previous game we saw this, you know, I think it was a bad decision, but still. It was not only one game that I watched with the Windrunner being just a roamer, running on a map, trying to shackle somebody randomly. That definitely didn't work, but it's interesting that she's not the one that is on the hard lane. You know, immediately pick Windrunner, she's gonna be on the hard lane. She's gonna be the one who will be standing, maybe even against tri lane, maybe against somebody who will try to kill her, which she can survive with the, you know, the Windrun. There's a Darkseer. I will just stop it for a while because this is definitely interesting. Darkseer in Dota 1. I don't think, you can correct me, but you know, I don't think Darkseer is a metagame or in the metagame of Dota 1 or that much. I think in Dota 2 he was definitely at some point of a time when I was following the scene a little bit, he was picked a lot, banned or picked, because the ulti with the Aghanim, that was one of the strongest things in holding the push or pushing itself with the Aghanim. Right now the Aghanim works, that's important to say, differently. It doesn't create illusions from your allies, it creates illusions from only the enemy team, as it does without Aghanim, but the damage is, I think it went from like 100% to like 140% of a damage or something like that. That is definitely a big boost of a damage. So it can be still great. You have somebody like farmed Morphling, for example, and with that wall with Aghanim, the Morphling could be very deadly for against them. So definitely, it's definitely interesting to see if he is gonna decide for that, you know, to get that Aghanim or not. We'll see. Twin-headed dragon or Jakiro in Dota 2. Usually in Dota 2 we actually see him, or you are gonna see him on some solo, maybe even mid, because his power is actually push, and it's not push that he needs to attack the tower. He doesn't need that to do that. That's the power of Jakiro. He's got that it's not passive, it's actually active skill on one attack that it has cooldown, and you're attacking. Basically every attack releases the spell, and then you have cooldown like 6-8 seconds for that spell to cast it again. It works on the buildings, it does so much damage. So if you play him on mid, you will be in this situation being here a little bit, you know, pushing a little bit. So only thing you need to do is actually attack it once, and maybe go back again, attack it once. 3 times, 4 times, the tower will be almost down. And that can be definitely amazing. I think people against Jakiro should be definitely careful and maybe gang him even more than anybody else, because he can push the tower alone. Again, not really with his attack, just the one attack and the tower will burn. So that's definitely an interesting pick. Clockwork, I think this one will be actually played on a solo, because you know Clockwork, I never saw Clockwork actually on a like a tri-lane or ganging one. It's not possible. Clockwork needs to be solo, I think. So definitely this will be solo. You know, he can be against tri-lane very easily because of the rockets, so he can still harass them. He can still farm and last it, and definitely it will work on a solo. Nevermore, which I think will be Mushi, which is the captain of the team. I think I even saw more games, maybe even DotA 2 games with him, with the Mushi playing Nevermore, so I think he is actually known for playing Nevermore, so that should be interesting. He's gonna be probably mid, because you know Nevermore, you know I never probably saw also Nevermore on the sideline, so he's gonna be mid. So let's just go in. You know, this pick is definitely pretty much known, Earthshaker and the Shadow Demon. He's got the disruption, which will hold the enemy for a few seconds. Then you can follow you up with the fissure, the images of the of the skill. Panda low. If they're gonna pick Panda, I'll be really glad. I think maybe even that's why I picked this replay, because of Panda. We'll see. So yeah, this is the classic roaming combo, very good against anybody, because you know the fissure is great in Dota 1 in the sense that you will land it almost 100% of the time, but you don't really need to that much, because this guy can start it and then you can go you can prepare the perfect situation for the Earthshaker with the Shadow Demon. Pagna, Oblivion, she's definitely there against the Nevermore, against Jack Hero, against Darkseer, and even Windrunner, because the Ward. And let me tell you, against Darkseer it hurts. Every spell of Darkseer takes a lot of mana to cast. Even Nevermore spells raises ulti. So definitely I have to be careful about that ward, or on the Nevermore of course by BKB. Sorry about that. And definitely I have to say that this pick is pretty much great against what they have. But Pagna works perfectly against Chen. He's going for the mech, ulti. I even played like it is Panda. Little nostalgia, I have to say. Cute little panda. He's drinking. That's what I was talking about. That if you do that, he actually looks like he's drinking the beer. That's sweet. Okay, enough of a pandas. So next thing was a Morphling, which is a 674 Morphling. So he's got he's actually locked. Nobody picked him yet. He's got the agility bonus every level of morph. I think it's like 2, 4, 6, something like that. I'm not really sure. But there's agility bonus, so it might be just because of the fact that Ice Rock or development team didn't want Morphling to decide if he's gonna go morph or stats, because usually it might be wave, stat, wave. Now right now it can be even morph, wave. We can max out the morph and not the stats, so that is definitely interesting to see. I'm just curious what he's gonna go for. I don't think he actually leveled up anything. He might even wait. Okay. You would see it here on the left. So let's see the Earshaker with the Morphling, definitely supporting him. Probably roaming. There's a Pug down the middle against, as I said, that has to be Nevermore. And Darkseer, let's see if he's gonna be jungle. He's got 3 tangos, 1 self. Doesn't look like a jungle, looks like normal lining against Morphling. Jack Hero will be, I guess, supporting, maybe pulling from here. Could be, but this guy definitely will be holding the line against these 2 guys. And there's a Shadow Demon even supporting, so that it will be tri-lane. It will be tri-nail. A very good one, because the wave, he will use the wave actually to just finish the enemy after the initiation of Earthshaker and disruption of this guy. There's even smoke on him. Alright, let's see the top. There's a Pandaren. Oops. That's a huge amount of damage. It's a Pandaren against Windrunner and Clockwork, which is not good line for the Panda Red because, you know, he will take less damage from Windrunner because of the Stout Shield, but that won't mean really much. By the way, this is the, I think, initiation. There's a Disruption. Fissure. Oh, Fissure was already casted. There's one. Okay, Morphling, as I said. The wave in the right time, and that will be definitely great clarity potion. As you can see, he's got 4 of them, or he had 4 of them. Right now it's a 3 of them. So that was a great initiation. As I said, perfect position. He can make perfect position. He even... That allowed Earthshaker to actually regen more mana and cast a second Fissure, so that was perfectly played. And this will be very, very hard line for the Sentinel. Darkstar can hold the line, but... Like, will he be able to actually survive? They can kill him right here because of the Fissure, because of the range of these spells. Very interesting. Definitely stronger lineup here, just because the Shadow Demon, he completely turns the odds. He's blocked. Let's see if it doesn't look like he wants to actually go for it. Yeah, this guy's actually pulling, which I was, you know, talking about. They don't really have to care about that. Maybe they can just push right now. You know what I mean? It still works for the Morphling, though. Even though this guy's Jacker is still there, trying to deny as much creeps as he can, but you know, which actually is a good thing. Against Trilane, if you deny creeps, it's very much less XP for them. So that works. That absolutely that works. There's even Bottle, so it will be Crow Bottle. He'll be going back and forth with that. And let's see the Mushi on the mid. He's got the haste on the site. He'll probably take it and harass Pagna as much as he can from actually top here. Pagna doesn't know it. Pagna. I don't know. Jesus. Pagna doesn't know it yet. Now she knows. This should be actually the bottle of a Mushi. As you can see, he definitely knows the Nevermore. He's last hitting perfectly, absolutely. So I think he's definitely the player of Nevermore. Alright. There's Shadow Demon actually transferring to the mid, which could mean something, but the thing is that there's no stun, so there's that blast, which does a lot of damage, but still there's no stun, so I don't think it would be close, let me tell you that. But there's a ward from actually, actually it's from the Shadow Demon. There's no ward from a Jack Hero. Only ward place is actually the top, as you can see, very hard warding. Even the pool is warded, so they just don't want the Panda to farm or anybody to help her, which, you know, so far it's working. As you can see, this guy does have decent mana, so he can spam the arrow. She can spam the power shot, so they both are under, you know, the Basil's mana regen, so the Panda will definitely will have trouble. She might even be pulling this spot. As you can see, she's actually going through it. You can pull it in like 55 or something. That's definitely interesting. That this completely looks like she's not really handling properly, but you know, you can't really do much. 50, yeah, about 0-3 or 53. There's a pull. They're actually all running awkwardly there, but that should be enough. Yeah, that's awkward pull. I think actually she should be doing it 55 and, you know, 0-5, not really that soon. Or sooner, I'm not really sure. It even depends on the creeps, because, you know, some of them are actually slow bros, so it is kind of an awkward pull to pull, but definitely it is possible. I know, I think in Dota 2 actually I tried it, because I was kind of not training, but trying Storm in the jungle, and I was pulling basically this, and it's not that hard in Dota 2, so I never tried it in Dota 1 though. Look at the damage, like, that is insane. There's a power shot coming up. No, it's not. Looks like there might be even a Shackle, so 1 level Wind Run, there has to be there. And there's the power shot, so she is leveling up the power shot. I'm gonna even say it's level 2 power shot. I don't think, you know, Shackle against Panda here would be something that she needed. Right now we can see interesting switch. Shadow Demon is on the top to help Panda, so they definitely want to focus on Panda being farmed, or at least useful a little bit. So they are sacrificing a little bit, as you can see. A lot of more. Holy shit, look at that. It was very nicely done from a Darkseid. Very nicely done. Right now he's in the best position of his life. He can do this. Just cast on the creep and push the line. With the Soul Ring, he's in the best position of his life right now. Just because the Shadow Demon is gone. So they are sacrificing a little bit of a Morphling and a little bit of their farm. And there's a Jack Hero Nice spot here, so he might be even surviving this, because he's definitely careful about that. He might be not. There's a nice fissure. That Vestal, very nice fissure. Maybe he would be even stunning this guy. Let's see if he will stun or not. No, he won't. There's no speed from directly, but definitely he's gonna hunt Earthshaker down. He doesn't have mana on another fissure, so this could mean there's still the Soul Ring. So we'll see. Yeah, he actually got it. That was a nice try, but then again, these guys are not really giving that much damage. By the way, Pagna stole a DD from an Evermore, so he won't be happy about that. But then again, he's almost level above the Pagna, so he's doing great. He's doing great. And the top line, also great. The Windfarmer is definitely Arcane Wood. What actually means they just want to harass the Panda as much as they can. And they can. With the Arcane Boots and Basilius, they have infinite mana. So the Panda pick is amazing, but I think it might not work out because she is kind of a shut it down. If he, you know, creep wise, she won't have anything. I mean, 6 creeps, you know what I mean? 23 for Morphling, 27 for Pugna, and supports are not really interesting for us, but 15 for this guy is definitely going up because he had 0, because he was first blood in the beginning, right? Right now he's getting there. Even Earthshaker is gone. This is perfect for the Darks here. You know, he could be even going behind the tower, and there's the initiation, hold on. I see actually the stone from a panda, or the clash, and there's an Evermore, so he's just destroying the Panda with level 4 raises. As you can see, he's so strong. Panda doesn't have ultimate, he can't do anything about that. There's not yet the pole, or the hook, so it won't probably work out. But an Evermore against the Panda, like, you know, that's the problem. Panda didn't even have probably that much of a Lazits, I mean sorry, the XPs, because I have a feeling that, yeah, 17 denies. They were denying like crazy. And Panda transferring with the Morphling, 2 most important heroes on the Radiant, Scourge side are on the bottom. There's a little frustration, I have to say, from that gameplay. And Mushi's actually hunting the Pugna down, 6 HPs. I think previously it was a 2, because there's some regen, of course. So we'll see if the raise will be up. It won't, but because the rocket from Clockwork will finish it. Okay. I'm curious to see if the Morphling will transfer to the top or where, because right now the top is pushed. She will be still pushing it with the Clockwork on her ass, so level 6 Clockwork, so that's definitely bad for Earthshaker. He can jump there and they can kill him very easily. Again, Arcane Boots. And she's actually starting the max, so that will be very soon. I think in the 12 minutes it could be there, which could mean even more push. They could push, you know, every outside tower with the mag, because who will stop them? You know, with the Darks here, they can do it very, very easily. And of course, the Nevermore can, you know, push his own game or play his own game on the middle or on the top, and the other team can, the other members of the team can actually push alone with the mag. So it will be interesting to see. By the way, Pugna in the jungle. Meeting 2 guys from a Sentinel, Jack Hero and Clockwork. There should be even the hook, I think. Actually 160 mana, there is a hook. Very nice. Pugna can survive this. Nice fissure, separating Pugna from that, but there's still that fire, so whoops. It's not leveled up. I think he leveled up, not really sure what, but definitely not the brief, because that would normally kill him. Mushi's actually trying to get there and almost kill the Pugna. That was very nice combo from Pugna with the Decrefy and a Fissure and the Blast. But then again, they can't kill her. Look at the wind, she's just destroying the Panda. Even though the Panda is leveling up the Drunken, Jesus, Brawler, something like that. I'm not really sure how it's called. The passive that will grant a miss for them and critical for you. She's definitely leveling up that up, so she's not going for the classic. I think it's a, you know, for me more classic is the stat, because then level 6 Panda can have over 1000 HPs with stats, which, you know, is pretty decent if you are the guy that actually wants to clap, thunderclap, and, you know, run by enemy ulti and still, you know, be effective after that ulti in the beginning. Definitely stats are interesting to see. I like the stats, I have to say. Even it will work with the dagger, because Panda problem is the mana. It is. So stats will work with your mana, and again fast dagger if you want to go for that or what. I like actually Aghanim, I don't know, just because the fact I have mana with the Aghanim. Or something, you know, just a point booster, for example. You don't have to finish the Aghanim right away, but I like maybe the point booster by, you know, right away. The wind is holding Panda like crazy right now. There's a power shot. Look at the damage on the power shot. Yep, it's a level 4 power shot. Nice clockwork initiation from Rocket, and Rocket was flying, he was actually hooking him. And there's that OO. Combo lol. Yep, it was definitely combo. Oh no. Yeah, poor Panda, man. She was changed in Dota 2 from Pandaren to just Brewmaster, and now she's actually getting killed by easy combos. Damn. Pugna denying the tower, so at least they got that. By the way, the score is 5-3, so we don't see a really active game in a sense that there's not much happening kill-wise. Because, you know, the thing was, they would get destroyed on the bottom, these guys. But they had to transfer, or they decided, they didn't have to, but they decided to transfer Shadow Demon first on the top to help Panda, which he didn't. The tower is gone, a second one is almost gone, so it didn't work out. And then they even decided to put Earthshaker on the top, leaving Morphlink on the bottom, which led actually to the destruction of the tower from just this. That's what he does, just casting this. And maybe sometimes even move speed on the creep, but you know, that's it. But Panda right now level 6, so this could mean at least something for them. But the Mushi has insane amount of creeps, I have to say. 73, that's not insane, but it's pretty decent. 22 denies and 66, that's very awesome also. 55, 39, 21 for Panda. That was ultimate from Morphlink, I didn't even see that. He's Morphlink, so he's morphing. That was nice, that was nice. Completely missing his... He still wanted... That was not good decision. Yeah, with the Morphling, look at the HPC. He could actually morph even more with the bottle, so... It was a nice fight, you know, going back and forth, but that was Earthshaker. He didn't, of course, know, but... meanwhile, the tower fell on the top, so... Still, he got something from it, at least, you know. As a team, they got something from it, so that's good. I don't think he minds that much, because he got 3.6k, so... He's definitely wanna go for that Basils. Sorry, Basils? Why would he buy that? BKB, of course, at once, because that's what they do. And I do it also, like, you know, I just wait for the whole money. I don't buy parts. That's useless. Ogre Club or Ogre Axe, psh, useless. There's disruption, but that won't do anything. The Pugna is actually out of position. Even though, like, there's a mech, like, you know, there's only so much you can do. Ah, the Shackle was... Ah, that was nice. So Shackle was just slowing him down to actually preparing this guy for the big jump, which he did, so... There's a Pugna Ward level 2, so it doesn't really do that much. As you can see, the Winter is still definitely pressured, but there's so much mana, even with the ward, even with everything. You know, after a few seconds, she can... Actually, 30 seconds above right now, she can the mech again, and you know, she will be back in the action, because she got Arcane Boots and Basils, which means infinite mana. And by the way, that's the little problem that what they have on their supports. By the way, this was nice Shackle to a creep. That was nice Fisher actually. There's gonna be ultimate when the event will go up. There's ultimate. That was maybe late, I have to say, because it should be there before the ultimate. Now they will get the kill with the power shot and the cog. Cog. Some people are saying like it sounds like a cock. I don't know why. I don't hear that. It's a cog. Okay. But where's my panda? Where's my favorite panda? I mean, Dota 2 panda looks more like serious. This one looks like she doesn't know what the fuck is happening. She's like high. It looks like that with the head like, oh man, what is going on here? And she looks cute, of course. And there's a... Oh, it's a magic one. I was thinking it may be even next boot, but no. Meaning like complete the boot. It's just a magic wand. Which actually is pretty much painful to see, because... By the way, no ultimate casted from Panda yet. There was not really much situation there, you know. cutting them down tower by tower, as you can see. They're pressuring every single, not this one, but every single line they pressure. The Windrunner is still staying top without any gank, and the thing is they can't probably. And there's a BKB. Or an initiation from a Jack here, but I think that's just for the show. Just to show Morphling that he doesn't really have any items. So Jack Hero can actually pull him back. By the way, there's initiation on somebody. There's a Clockwork there in Disruption, but there goes the Shadow. Shadow fucking, I don't know, Twin-Head Dragon. But I'm not really sure what is happening. Morphling is flying back and forth with the Morphling of his HPs, so they killed Earthshaker. I'm not really sure what he was doing there. Oh no, not Earthshaker, the Geeks. A Windrunner? There was a Darks. The Panda might use the ulti, I'm not really sure. I didn't really follow up the fight. I was completely like amazed by Morphling just going back and forth. I saw him waving here and then waving here. I was like confused a little bit. Alright. But then again, they would go probably Roshan. They don't have Medallion, but still I think they have Max, so they could, you know, regen from it. Or they just want to gank somebody like Earthshaker, which will be second time, I guess. Or they just want to pressure every single tower. They got the mid, so they will have outside every single outside tower. Tier 2, Tier 1. This is actually looking pretty bad. As you can see, the kill-wise, there's nothing actually, but they didn't really do much, this team, I have to say. The Team Orange destroyed Team Leap. The Panda, unfortunately, was shut down very greatly by two heroes that can do it. The Rocket, the Power Shot, Wind, and Clock. And, you know, they decided to help her a little late, but there's a Necromancer from somebody. The Wind is just buying shit, like... Oh my god. There's even, like, Necromicon. This is just too much, I think. Great HPs, you know, great survivability, and a Necromicon. That will definitely help her to push a little bit with her team and with the Darks here, so that's gonna be great. But still, there's a Fissure, there's a Pugna Ward, level 3, there's a Blast, there's a Clap. They might hold it a few minutes, but you know, not that long. Can we see somebody? He will be probably jumping the Morphling. The wave is used, he definitely knows that, so that's why he waved actually on the top. Yep, every tower's down, so we'll see. Like, there's everything actually the Sentinel team needs. There's even dagger, so right now there's everything they need. Only thing missing is pipe, but you know, against the thing is they don't have levels to actually, so I could say like their spells are effective right now. Pipe would be definitely deciding factor with pushing pipe and pushing Rexes, absolutely. But team fight wise, I don't think they need it. They have mech, I think the mech will be actually enough. And there's a little free ward, which definitely, look at that, that was decent damage. But the Nevermore will destroy them. Even though, you know, he doesn't really want to commit to any action right now. He wants to farm, which he does. 160 and 117 creeps. Definitely highest number, even though the Wind is still farming like crazy. On every single line. By the way, no tower, that's important to say, even. No tower from Sentinel is down. Not even close to being down, so... There's a basically... Oops... Okay. I just want to finish my thought. Then we will be enjoying this brutal fight. There's a deficit, okay. I think one tower was only denied, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... So that means, okay, 1,000 for each member of a team, right? So that's big deficit for the Scourge actually. So they because they don't have that, they don't have that amount of money. And by the way, just important to say, Panda missed the stun, or maybe actually she hit. Yeah, no, she didn't. She completely missed the stun. There was a Fissure, but Earthshaker. Let me sorry. Okay, let's go. Nevermore shouldn't be BKBing right now. Okay, there's a BKB and there's ulti on a Morphling, and look at that, one raise. He's Morphling like crazy. There's even ultimate from Earthshaker, but that won't do anything. He's Morphling like crazy, but you know, like there's too much damage. Nice hook from the Clockwork. That could even pull on the top. That would be nice. They still want to focus on the Panda, but it's Nevermore dying by the. They had to be ward somewhere because there was a lot of damage done to him. And there's a Darkseid's ultimate. Look at the damage on a Panda. The wind, of course the wind. With the Necromicon is doing that. And the Panda is on the run, I think she's the only one surviving here. For a while, because, you know, the Necromicon is still running behind her. With everybody here. And the speed. Nice. Okay, mega kill on the Windrunner. By the way, Windrunner I think just decided that action, like, level 2 Necromicon in 20 minutes with everything she has, that was just ridiculous. Because they killed the Nevermore, you know, Morphling was actually holding his own for a while, a bit with that morph, but if he's morphing, he's becoming like a tank even, you know, like he's holding the damage, he's... some heroes are focusing on him so your team can do something, but the problem is the Panda. She had the space, absolutely, but she wasn't able to do anything there. Because she doesn't have, you know, that many items, or that much farm, for that matter. Level 11 Panda would do definitely more, you know, with that ulti than level 6 Panda. 6 level on ulti, meaning on the level 1 of ulti. We see interesting thing which is kind of understandable, because right now she can be carry, she can. So she will be the guy that will have, you know, enough mana to actually hold these creeps, the clap, and basically destroy the creep lines, which is the only thing she can do right now. And just level 4 ward, so definitely right now, as you can see, the wind is getting the damage. So they should be definitely careful about casting shit, because they don't have much HPs overall, and there's that almost finished pipe, so that will be the deciding factor for the push, because with that pipe they can activate it and fissure blast, it will be nullified. And we see interesting thing, Darkseid is going for it, he's crazy, but definitely killing the Earthshaker, which will maybe grant him window, even though they don't have any HPs. We'll see. There's a great ulti on the Windrunner, and also there's Nevermore with the ulti. Let's see how much damage. Humongous damage, and great pull from Darkseid here. He's just cutting out the Pugna meanwhile. There's Disruption, which I'm not really sure. There should be wave. There's no mana for wave, so Clockwork actually trying to save him with that cock, so they couldn't go there. Alright, it was a great ulti and great pull. It was basically instantly. They couldn't even react to that. They tried to run, but there was a pull back to that ulti location. And there's a port from an Earthshaker, so he's back. He's trying to hunt on Nevermore, which is definitely possible, because he doesn't have that much HPs, but, you know, he's porting away. There was nobody actually to follow it up. It's kind of sad to see Panda not really leveled up, because, you know, if you allow Panda some farm, she's definitely great. Level 3 Necromicon will be up, I think, very, very soon. It has to be, because the Windrunner is just killing everybody, so, you know. 6-0 and 98. Almost 300 actually to Necromicon. Okay, there's Disruption, but he doesn't have any mana. That was nice fissure blocking him completely, but there's still the clock on the back. And Darkseid actually running, trying to hunt them. Ulti from Earthshaker maybe? There we go, look at the ulti from Earthshaker. And the Panda is split, and let's see what she will do. There's a stun. Clockwork actually dying by Pugnas. I think the blast. He started trying to run away. I think they should be following you. But they're actually killing the Jack Hero, so... yeah, I guess, you know, even though this guy will finish the pipe very, very soon. Let's see, 900, no, that's not the one, 700. Well, that was great action from a Scourge, which definitely, again, I think the Pagna ward did something there. She got the max, so she had definitely helped the team. Oh, there's ultimate, which will slow him down. Ooh, nicely played. Little like a combo bitches, you know, these guys are, but nothing against that. Like, you know, if I could do it with somebody, I would. But if you think about it, it's the second time they did that. So there's great communication, absolutely. You know, on the top they definitely did great things with the rocket, power shot, and later on with power shot, rocket, and hook. So definitely there's a good communication, good timing from them. It looks like they, you know, played some time with each other. Alright, there's Jackie with the Django. So right now, if the pipe is finished, right, there's a Morphling in her. No, pretty bad situation. He's okay actually. If the pipe is finished, they can push, that's the thing. The Clockwork is really in a bad position. If the Earthshaker would be in better position than this, he would actually caught him there, and that would be it for the Clockwork. But you know, I guess they don't really care. They just want to finish maybe the Morphlings, the Lincoln, and then maybe just try to defend it. Whether there's a Darks here, they definitely know it, even though they don't. They. Oops, there's a hook. I can definitely see that. But this won't actually help him because the mini stuns are still there, so you know it didn't do much overall. He was just not able to hit him eventually, so they don't have any force staff, so there wasn't. She's actually buying it, but still there was no force staff at that moment. So I think if there's a pipe, there's almost pipe, but then again, you know, there's the BKB. He can jump there with the pull. I will look definitely into it with the Darkseer and the Nevermore, because they're doing the combo, which will definitely happen. Just be excited about that, because it will happen. I'm just gonna wait for it. There's a Panda. The mana still is there, the mana burn. By the way, Darkseer wasted the pull, so right now... And the Panda has destroyed the creep, the Necromicon, which actually almost killed her. Actually, she has a port, so she can buy, you know, she can port her very, very easily, so there's no problem with that. The ward is holding them. Look at that. That is a good thing with the ward and the Pugna. This is definitely working, but then again, they are so farmed that they don't really care that much. There's one hit. 3 hits, there we go. And Panda is in a place. Drunken Haze, which will definitely grant a miss there, but it's level 4, so definitely he will miss every single hit almost. And there's a hook. Look at the hook, catching 3 of them. Morphling actually putting away, Panda splitting. Nevermore ulting, let's see. Almost on all of them. The Slow definitely hitting all of them. The Pugna is definitely trouble. She has mech and 15 charges, so she'd be okay. The Panda is destroying the Nevermore though. She should be finishing him off. And even Clockwork is getting raped by the Panda. There's a clap, there's a Lazid. Amazing Panda. Even though Panda without items, as you can see, level 11 ulti, does a great job against anybody. And that's finishing off for the Jacker with the Urn. I think he even activated Django in that fight, so... And there's a still, of course there's a fight. There's a Vein Runner, so there has to be fight. She will be finishing off the Panda very, very easily with the level 3 Necromicon. And there's the Darkseer, so... I kind of can't see him because, you know, I'm not used to this Darkseer. I'm used to a little more like a purple one, blue one. GG? That's it? Looks like it. Maybe last action. Great pull, great steal, frozen, I don't know. That's the better. Wind is just destroying them. Or maybe Darkseer, whatever. Both of them. Nice combination, I have to say, with everything. Like the Darkseer's pulls and, you know, the freeze. I'm gonna say freeze ray, okay? I hate this build though because it's really bad cast. It takes so much time, it, you know, cannot even hit anything. I think these are just the last actions. As you can see, the Panda is definitely getting destroyed. They can't even mech. She doesn't care. Alright, there's the ulti, so let's see. That should be for the Echo. The Wind is just standing there and killing them, and there's Nevermore back with Amanda style, so... 2 hits, 3 hits, that will be it. He actually cancels those raises for whatever reason. Of course he probably didn't want to waste mana, so that's a GG. Even though it was 31-11, so I can... I'm not really good with choosing matches, I guess, you know. I saw a Panda probably, I was like, yay, Panda, good match. But no. But as you can see, the Team Orange is definitely famous one, definitely known team. And they raped. I have more games, like longer games. I even have games that is 50 something minute. So that looks like a more even game. So that should be interesting. Unfortunately, the Panda didn't really do much. Oh, she couldn't do much. You know, I'm not really sure if the deck would be different. That would be triple kill. Triple kill. Oh, kind of he raced in this direction. I'm not really sure why. It looked like the hero actually switched by himself. And by the way, that could be that of the panda. I'm not really sure where's the last one.
Triple kill.
Alright. So that's it. That's it for the match. Leap against Orange, or Orange against Leap. They definitely destroyed them 34-11, but you know, nothing I can do because this is kind of a like blind replay commentary because I'm not really looking who's winning or how much. I'm only looking at picks, and if it's interesting like the panda, then I go for it. But it was definitely Team Orange was, you know, from first minute they were definitely dominating, and Team Leap, you know, the thing with the panda on the solo, well, it didn't work out. They knew it from the, no, I guess like 4 minutes, you know, 3-4 minutes in, they knew it, so they sent Shadow Demon there. But you know, with the advantage that already they had, it was definitely difficult to just do something there. Maybe in the beginning, if they would go Earthshaker, Earthshaker, Shadow Demon, and the Panda, Disruption, Earthshaker's Fissure, and the Panda's Clap, that could definitely kill even Windrunner, or wait for the Disruption, you know, and then cancel the Windrun basically. They could do that, but you know, the decision was made and they decided to go on the bottom tri-lane against Darkseer with a Jack Hero, which, you know, that worked out on the kill, but I said that, you know, he will be able to push them back with that Ion Shell, which he did. And then, immediately after they transferred heroes on the top to help Panda, which was late, because that should be in the beginning, the Darkseer just pushed the Morphling. The Morphling was almost like dying to that, and the range is huge. And the Morphling trouble is that he doesn't have any range on the attack, so yeah, it was kind of unfortunate play. Maybe with different lining. You know, I'm really seeing that with the different lining, the situations could be definitely different, very much. Sometimes the decisions are, you know, decision is made, and sometimes it's good, sometimes bad. So thanks for watching, and tune in the next. Definitely will be 50 minutes something, so should be even game or more even than this one.